Israel Arrieta started collecting beer 6 years ago.
I eat, breathe, and sleep beer right now.
But the beer connoisseur happened upon his passion for aged brews quite by accident.
I bought so much beer that I didn't have time to drink it. And some of it stayed in the back of the fridge, some of it rolled under the couch, and a couple years later I discovered this beer that I'd bought years and years ago and opened it up and realized it probably had been better than what it was when I first bought it.
Arrieta is part of a growing group of beer enthusiasts who like to age their brews for weeks, months, or even years.
I think it's an obsession and an addiction for me. Like, I go out looking for bottles that I think could age and just to see the development, and then I wait 5 years.
He's a member of the Maltose Falcons, the oldest homebrewing club in the U.S. Forget wine snobs, these are beer snobs.
You make a recipe and you taste it, and it's like, yeah, wouldn't this be great with some, blood oranges or some, for me it's usually more hops.
I find that wine is kind of ambiguous. It has less variables to develop. Beer is made with more ingredients. Beer is more versatile and more consistent and less expensive.
To develop his own beers, Arrieta started storing bottles down here in a crawl space underneath his parents' Pasadena home. He says even on a 100-degree day, it's still 60 degrees and dark down there. Perfect conditions for his beers. But eventually, he ran out of room.
You can barely get into the crawl space at this point without running into beer.
So he moved into this Glendale wine cellar, where he's tucked away more than 30 cases of beer underground.
I have fun things like this, like a 10-year-old Budweiser. This probably shouldn't age, but it'd be great to have a bad beer.
Many wine cellars won't allow even a drop of beer in, and beer caves are hard to come by. But beer lovers like the Falcons find a way to make it work.
They don't have beer cellars for sale right now, so you have to kind of be creative.
My beer cave is I've got a chest freezer.
We convert a regular ice chest into a refrigerator.
Cellaring beer is nothing new for commercial pubs and taverns, but it's still not a common hobby, so there aren't many tried and true rules to follow. Arrieta says English and Belgian beers age well, but really, you should try whatever you like. Most beers he cellars are still test runs.
You have to get your hands dirty. It's very scientific, but again, it's an art. It's a very organic process. Every bottle will vary. Half the fun is getting that bottle right as it's perfect.
Beer has long been the ugly duckling to wine, guzzled on game days rather than sipped at special occasions. But if you've got the patience for it, Arrieta will tell you to wait it out. Some things really do get better with age. Nimisha, Thakore, ATVN.